I don't like getting involved in all the shite anyway because it's usually political. It's like, as you say, feminists, and then it's left wing feminists, right wing feminists, this wing, chicken wing, fucking whatever, right? Can't be bothered.
Amanda, what I would say is that there is this kind of thing that Queen Marine just mentioned, where if someone is of the same ilk of you, like say there's an Irish woman,
I
people
understand
think
that, but see that woman called
automatically.
Tractor.
No, hang on, hang
No,
on, hang on,
no,
hang
but you see
on.
that woman that's called
No,
Tractor Girl.
listen,
She's
listen.
Scottish and holds
I'm
political.
not talking about Kay. I'm not talking
I'm
about
not
Kay.
talking about Kay
What I'm
either.
saying
There's a
is,
Scottish woman that holds
yes,
political spaces that has got me fucking blocked, and she's Scottish, right? But
yes.
now she's unblocked me.
So you're not necessarily with her, but
I
people
don't even know why she blocked
from
me.
across the world. Yes, okay, but there's people from across the world that'll go, oh, that person's Irish. Oh, Claire, do you know about that Irish woman? Um, what do you think of her?
But
And
then I was
I have
told
to
that people knew
comment,
me enough to know that I'm not that
and I would
biased, though.
say, oh,
Like,
yes, exactly. And I would say, look, um, oh, maybe I don't agree with that particular person. Um, and I'm maybe telling somebody behind the scenes, please don't listen to that particular person because they're a terrible racist or whatever. You know, I have done that with Queen Marine and Peja. And I did um, reach out behind the scenes and go, look, this woman is not going to be the right kind of person for your space. Please be careful. You don't have to block her, but please be careful. And Amanda, I see where you're coming from too. Because, not every Scottish woman is going to be um, on the same level as you.
Good morning, everyone. It's always lovely. Got a couple of my favourite people in here, so it's a nice safe space. So mine is nothing like Amanda's or like some of you ladies have experienced. So I was a new kid on the block, and it wasn't until I joined the Twitter Spaces at the end of April, and a couple of the ladies in groups in Australia reached out to me and pulled me into things, and now I'm associated with a few of them. And it was only this week that one of the ladies who actually leads a group said to me in a private call that one of the leading ladies that you all would know in Australia, when I first came on a few months ago to the spaces and to the scene, uh, said that she thought for months that I was, what do you call it, somebody who goes in and monitors the things, because she said, where did she come from? She's just appeared on the scene, just out of nowhere. And now I see her in so many things because I'm associated with so many groups. It was exactly what Amanda described.
At the end of the day, Cheryl, you come in out of nowhere, and you come in at a time where we were all kind of questioning a particular person who was also Australian, or claiming to be Australian. It was Ollie. You come in at the same time as Ollie.
Oh, I don't know who that is. Are you talking about that celebrity from the UK? Is that who you're talking about?
No, it was a guy who came in and pretended he was going to be on everybody else's side, and you come in at the same time. So people obviously were a wee bit worried about who you were, because you come in at the same time as Ollie. And Ollie was an Australian man who promised things to women, promised a lot of money to women, tried to manipulate them, and you come in sort of at the same time as him. So please take it.
How interesting. I don't know them, Belfast, at all. Never
Okay.
heard of them.
Well,
Perhaps they're not around
you come in at
anymore.
the same time, and you were on the same spaces. Whenever we did the Australian spaces, particularly whenever Melbourne happened, and the New Zealand spaces happened. You were there, and there was a gentleman who was running those spaces. You come in at the same time, and so people
Oh,
were
okay. I don't remember that.
automatically. Yeah, I'm just telling you the
I
truth
came
here.
on, yeah, no, I
It's
came onto Twitter at the end
automatically.
of April.
Well, look, I just thought I would share that bit of information with you, and why it was important for you to realise why women were a wee bit suspect of you. That's fine. That's the way it works. We have to be careful about who we speak to and who we're talking to. But anyway, I think uh, Stop Lying was next.
I did want to ask. I did want to ask before, unless you don't want to say, like, when you say the sock femmes who came into your space, like, I'm getting confused because most of the women who were like arguing with Kay are the ones who hate the sock femmes. So then everyone's saying that's the sock femmes. So I don't know who anyone means anymore when they say sock femmes.
Oh, flip. I can't be naming people.
Right, but if we weren't there, we wouldn't know who that is. But don't say names. That's totally fine.
Exactly. I'd prefer maybe not to get into the weeds, because when people come into your space to speak and they know it's not recorded, I think it's okay for me not to mention who they were.
Totally fair. Totally fair.
Go on, Desmond.
They are censoring on here. Ugh. I got 2 suspensions so far in a year and a half or whatever, and both of them were fake. Like, that's what they do. They did it twice to me. And then what happens is, all I've learned is, at a certain point, you'll be banned. So, like, if I get a third one, I'm not posting sensitive content anymore. If I get a third one, I might just disappear. But in addition, when you have 2 suspensions, or excuse me, yeah, that's what they're called. You can't be a commentator, because I wanted to sign up to be, the fact checker people on here. So maybe that's why they were doing it, but it really bugs me, because, like, well, I don't have to tell you. Like, if you lost your whole account,
If you've had a ban, you can't be a community commentator,
yeah,
or whatever it's called.
No, if
Yeah.
you have 2 suspensions. So when I got my second one for another ridiculous thing,
Yeah. Maybe I should just do it and just give you my thing. I've never been banned.
Oh, I do post a lot though, and I was posting like pictures of under sensitive content of like post genital surgery outcomes, and like really like intense shit stuff.
So
what's my
basically,
point?
you've shared truthful content. That's your problem.
Yeah, and that's all of our problem. What am I supposed to do about it? Will I be
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to share, videos of surgeries, this kind of thing. It seems to be the people who do share those things are the people who are getting shadow banned. And it's like these spaces as well. It's like, my spaces are normally quite boring. Whereas, if somebody's having a space about what somebody said about somebody else, that's a car crash space. You're going to go into that. You're going to go, oh yeah, I'm going to go and listen to that. That's going to sound fantastic, y'all.
I call them smoke ball spaces, where there's more heat than light, and so they're really just having them for drama. And a lot of people on here have these dramatic spaces just to increase their followers, because they're trying to monetize or become some sort of influencers, like within our movement or other movements. And they're really just to get people excited and upset, but they'll have 1,000 people in them.
I never find them that interesting, to be fair. I'm just kind of going, why are you talking about that?
Well, maybe it's like watching a TV serial. Like, I do find the personalities interesting, because it's like a puzzle on here, because you can't see people. Trying to figure out what makes people tick, what their motivations are. That's interesting. But like, there's women on here who are just, vindictive and manipulative and venom-tongued.
Yes, but I do think it's important to realize that if someone's trying to, bait you on the internet, it could be to get more popular. It could be to, just be a troll. Could be just to annoy you.
Posting personal shit in in open tweets to me is just really low behavior. It's just low character. I was told
Yep.
that English people, when I say low, they think I'm saying low class. I'm not. I'm saying low character traits.
Have you not noticed? There's several spaces that have happened about classism at the moment. And I would say that there is an issue with classism. Not necessarily just in our movement, but in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
But
So when you say it's low behavior, when you hear me say that, do you think I'm talking about class as opposed to character traits?
Well, I wouldn't, but I know you will. So
no, I didn't. Other women from the UK have told me that they hear it as class.
But anyway,
it's just since I'm sorry, I changed the topic there. I'd like us. I was talking to somebody else. I think it really does some good to have. I've been having just random. Well, I don't have space as much anymore because I'm tired of all the trolls. But I was talking to somebody that we should have serious spaces about other issues other than just this feminism stuff. I mean, the GC stuff. Just for, I love all these people that tell us to quit smoking because I tell my friends I would love to quit smoking. I would love to. But then I start drinking more and I'm petrified of becoming a drinker. I'm a stimulant whore. That's why I'm addicted to nicotine and caffeine.
absolutely.
And I've tried to quit coffee more than once, but they came out like 5 years ago saying, we're not going to change our minds this time. Coffee is very good for you. It just is.
When we look at what we eat and what we ingest, it depends on your particular way of being, whether that affects you or not.
Some people can. Why can't more people come up? Millie, Shells, Muma, come on.
Yeah.
Hey, Red.
If they want to come up, they will. You know they will.
But
It's
we were
fine.
talking about the drugs and hormones and how they change your body. And then we were talking about your mom. We were talking about Xanax. And that's where I got the thing I told you that really struck me, that women who go on T have 4 times the death rate from heart attacks as men.
There's Spiky. He's just joined the space. Hello. I'm Quint as well. Haven't seen you in a while. Contesteria, I see you down there. And Shells. And Millie. And Happy. Nashru. And Visible. I don't think we've spoken, but I reckon I might know who you are. That wee wink. So do come up if you wish to. I need other people to speak because I'm bored with my own self. Morning, Spiky. What's going on with Spiky? I keep trying to bring her up and she's not coming up as a speaker. That was to do with conversion.
Belfast.
Yes. Don't worry.
No,
I'm not losing.
no. Check your DMs, love. Check your DMs.